Hey everybody, welcome to the video. We are going to go to the flea market shortly, but I wanted to drop this in the beginning of the video really quick, just in case anybody doesn't stick around to the end. But I just got a VERO. More specifically, it was a counterfeit claim on this hat right here. So WD-40. Be cautious if you're listing this. There are other listings out there. I did check it. There's the inside tag. It is an older vintage hat. You can see right there, trucker style. So, but WD-40 hats, I don't know about other WD-40 types of products, I guess. But be cautious out there. Just know that I got a VERO on this WD-40. But let's get over to the flea market. Hey everybody, welcome to the video and welcome to the flea market. Back at it on a nice, cool, crisp morning here. It's a Thursday, so we are charging over to see the usual people that I buy from. I stopped here at this little booth really quick. I'm charging my way over, and I get cut short here. I spot, of course, the keyboard, which, you know, keyboard always get me. Cords, electronics. Now, I am familiar with this vendor, but I didn't... He doesn't really, as far as I can remember, they don't usually set up here all the time. So it kind of threw me off a little bit, and I'm spotting some good stuff here on the floor. This is laptop memory, smaller, and it should be pretty good if I can get it for the right price. Spotting some remotes. That's I think that was a Logitech Harmony remote. There's some more memory there. Memory sells really well for me. I think it'll sell well for anybody if you price it right. You know, there's always people looking for computer parts. I mean, if you know about computer components, are able to test them. There's people always looking for computer components online. Especially some older stuff. You know, DDR4 is pretty plentiful right now, and that was the, you know, the last standard. Well, I should say not the last. The DDR5 is currently the latest and greatest, but DDR4 is still available out there in retail shelves. Then there's DDR3 before that, DDR2, and then DDR. So if you can find some of those older ones, generally that, you know, really aren't for sale anywhere in a retail setting, those can do pretty well. People still do look out for that. A lot of companies look out for older, you know, computer components, basically because, you know, you'll be surprised at how many companies still run a lot of hardware. They don't want to be burdened with having to upgrade all their systems, or maybe, like some components only run this type of computer or that type of port that's on that computer. So they'd rather you know, look for the parts on eBay or somewhere and upgrade or fix their system, you know, with you know, secondary market or eBay market types of computer components. That last thing I looked at was a hard drive. I thought it was an SSD, which is a solid state drive, which would be more valuable than a regular hard drive.
Are distributed? How much is this stuff?
Mechanical hard drive, and mechanical hard drive with spinning discs on the inside, and that one was more for a laptop. If you are going to get those, like those spinning discs,
30?
or the old school type of hard drives,
how much for this remote?
then
$10. $10? Nah, it's alright.
you would want to be at. You'd want to get the higher capacity. We're talking like even 2 terabytes is kind of low. Like 4 terabytes or higher for it to be worth it for those mechanical hard drives. And then you got to be careful. You know, if they're just loose, laying around, I mean, they're moving parts in there, so you don't know if it's going to be working. Generally, for the most part, they will be fine, but you never know. And we're coming over here. We're in we're at the intersection of here, so that's cool. A lot of great stuff. A lot of shit about great stuff today. always amazed at it's amazing. A lot of the stuff you're gonna see me pull in these videos is already sold.
Good morning.
And it's nothing crazy. It's nothing like, you know, I'm gonna get rich off of, but it all adds up. You know, your $10, your $15 items.
That's cool.
They all add up. Got Lilo and Stitch. You know, that Stitch character. Stitch? I believe that's Stitch. Yeah, that's the Stitch. He's always, you know, always a popular character. These Amazon products, if you can find them new, great buys. If they're used, you want to get you know, as little as you possibly can. But if they're brand new, still sealed in the box, they are great buys. Amazon sticks, Amazon tablets. Definitely want to be on the lookout for those readers, those e-ink display ones. Those ones resell incredibly well, even used. That's Jim Beam, bourbon, whiskey, backpack. Definitely gonna pick that up. I'm a huge fan of whiskey branded products. And you know, there's a lot of people out there like that. There's a lot of people that will buy, you know, their favorite spirit branded item. It just has to be priced well. Biggest thing. If it's priced well, there's a sell quick. And that will sell. You know, that will sell. It hasn't sold yet. I know I sold. What the stuff is going to sell is sold already in the video. But that backpack, I still have the backpack. It's a cool backpack. Kind of really don't want it to sell. I might use it, but we're in the business of selling things. We need to sell. And this actually already sold. This Star Wars like toiletry bag sold. Sold relatively for $12. You know, I should have picked up that. That was a little like a roll-up solar panel thing. I wanted to look at it, but I saw the Star Wars thing first, and oh man, I should have picked it up. He went in there and scooped it up. You snooze, you lose. Gotta go through these boxes. These boxes are holding. Some of these boxes are holding some great stuff. But you gotta be ready to dig.
What the?
I'm definitely looking at this computer right here. It's not a pre-built or like a Dell or something like that. Someone built this computer, so I'm gonna open it up, take a look at the specs. They have little thumb screws, so you don't need a screwdriver. So I can quickly take a look at it. And I'll tell you what, it wasn't worth it. There's a little keyboard there. There's some ASIC shoes. Nothing really that great. But we'll recap everything because I don't catch everything on camera. But there was some great whiskey branded stuff here that a lot of it are keeping. I know. Find some good stuff out there sometimes. Just unique stuff you just don't see in stores. Maybe you don't see them anymore. Maybe they used to be in stores, you just don't see them anymore. Got something sticky on my hands. That always happens. Ugh.
Say that again.
I always carry little wipies. You have eyeglass cleaners, little wipies, so
Go.
I always carry that in my pocket just for these types of situations. Because it is a flea market. It's gonna happen. Dirt, sticky. It's gonna happen. Be prepared. A laminator. I remember one time when I discovered laminators, and I was laminating everything. Laminate this, laminate that. Anything that can be laminated. We were laminating it. I'm gonna go head over and scope out the table. They're still setting up. They're still bringing out more stuff. So, I like to check out the table. There's usually some good little trinket stuff here. I'm spotting these little abalone inlay shot glasses, I believe is what they are. I thought at first they were silver, but I think they're some sort of alloy. They have the look of silver. They're not marked silver, so I'm not going to sell it as silver because it's not marked. And they'll go for the whole set goes for about $20 or so. I was able to find some comparable comps on eBay. Hard drive, portable hard drive. So this is a little bit different. Portable hard drive is a little bit different than internal hard drives. You can get away with lower capacities. The portable ones, generally you want to stay around 1 terabyte or more. And that one is, that's considered like a rugged hard drive. So that should sell really well. This is a Apple trackpad. That item already sold. Just unscrewing it, checking the battery compartment, make sure it's not there's not any corrosion or anything in there. The battery's not exploded. Everybody's pouring over here at the table. Everybody sees a group of people around the table and everybody starts pouring in. We gotta take a look. This little Canon camera remote button there. That already sold. That one's sold for $15, I believe. That sold for $15. The Apple trackpad, I believe that sold for $20, if I remember correctly. I'll make sure I get stuff in my cart here before my hands get too full. Definitely gonna pick up that little Apple keyboard there. That Apple keyboard, which I do pick up, that also sold as well too. That sold for $13. Yeah, so by the time I release this video, a lot of this stuff is already gone, listed and gone. So check out these games.
No, por este mantelito. No, porque hoy no traigo ni jamón. Pero yo tengo que. No.
That was a little cigar box. Just a little tip regarding cigar boxes. If you find any, Cuban cigars out there, or just a Cuban cigar box, you can't resell it. It's from Cuba. You can't resell those things. So just so you guys know. Microscope. Nice looking watches. I think they're asking 40 or 45. This little camera here, right here, definitely. I think I've looked at this camera before. I think she's had this camera or something, but there's some corrosion on it, and I just don't want to, I didn't really want to deal with corrosion. That little battery compartment, just cleaning that battery compartment and having, cleaning material fall to the bottom of it, trying to get it out. It's kind of a nightmare to clean. I mean, it's doable. It's just I wouldn't make the profit I would make, the time it would take me. It really isn't worth it to me. Look up those watches. Wasn't really that great, but this little hidden decanter, yes, we're definitely picking that up. Take all these pins. I like selling little pins. They're easy. They're quick. They're quick. Easy to store. Quick to just wrap up and send off in the mail. But not all of them are really worth it. Some older vintage ones. This little Woodford Reserve one. That should be a quick little $5 right there. And I'm gonna have a good cart full of stuff here. We're gonna have a good cart. checking out some jewelry here. I'm already eyeballing that little Apple keyboard, which actually sold already as well too. By the time this video comes out, that keyboard is already gone. A lot of this stuff sold relatively quickly, and it was smaller stuff, and easy to package, poly mailer, so a little bit of bubble wrap. Boom, send it off. It's starting to get cold around here. Waiting for that sun to come out because it's definitely getting colder in our area. I'm trying to lose that bourbon. It's not going to cost me too much, and it'll probably be like $5 or so. And I do like to sell those little enamel pins. A lot of almost like restaurant wear. That little caddy thing, I don't know if that's for sale or not, but that would be really nice to have, although I don't have the room for it. A bunch of miscellaneous Barbies. I'm not really that familiar with Barbies. Gotta go through these boxes. You never know what's on the bottom of these boxes. Here's another item I picked up that is already sold by the time this video comes out. Sold relatively quickly. It's just a PSP Vita. Excuse me. Vita silicone case skin for your PSP Vita. And that was another $15 right there. A lot of great little items here. And we're pretty well stocked up. Check this out right here. Oh man, that's staying with me. Buffalo Trace. It's a a barrel lid. I got another bag there. That's a Cheshire Cat bag from Disney. Yeah, I had to stop the video because I had to start digging through boxes, and then my camera, I wear it on my fanny pack around my I wear my fanny pack as a crossbody. I clip my camera on there. So then I start going through boxes and just starts to flip forward all the time. So just to save you guys the constant flipping back and forth of the camera, I just kind of cut it short. But we'll definitely go over everything at the end of the video. We'll recap everything that we bought. I did grab a Isla hat in Lefroy whiskey, Scotch whiskey that is. Isla is where it's from. Lefroy is the distillery, and they just make an amazing
morning.
Scotch whiskey. My favorites. As a matter of fact, a lot of whiskey is my favorite. I like this Joe Camel hat. It was corduroy. It was vintage.
How much on the hat? 20. 20?
Remember quickly, I think you wanted $20 for it, and it was in great condition. And I was definitely thinking about grabbing it, and I had to move my cart before I got run over. But I'm not gonna pick it up. It would probably go for about $30, so I'm gonna leave it behind. It's a cool hat though, really cool hat. Definitely thinking about it, and later on, I'm thinking about it for myself. Later on, as I'm walking around, I'm definitely thinking about the hat, and I might have gone back for it later if I still have more cash. But I end up, I was like, get to the end, I'm like, kind of spending through everything. And the cash I have on hand, that is, and
¿Qué pasa, Yanni?
I decided not to go back.
Did you already spend a lot of money?
Make sure you have a budget when you are going to the flea market. Even going to Goodwill, you can probably use your card at Goodwill, so obviously the budget gets a little expanded when you can use your card. But you gotta have a budget. You gotta budget yourself so you can control your costs. So I always bring just a certain, just depends what day it is, you know. Usually on Wednesdays when there are not so many sellers there, I'll bring about $100 to $150 cash on me. And then Thursdays are usually busier, and then yeah, we'll bring a little bit more cash than that, and then so on and so on. I don't, we don't get crazy. I don't get, there's always Zelle. A lot of people around here do Zelle and or Venmo, and there's always that to fall back on just in case if there's a deal that I just can't pass up. There's also an ATM machine here, but like I say, these ATM machines, they charge a lot. I think the service fee is like almost $5 or something like that to use that machine. So that's $5 I can use to probably buy some good stuff here to make a good profit on. This is the other part of the flea market that is open on Thursdays. So they definitely expanded out a little bit because there are more sellers here.
One more. Oh, okay.
Thank you. Stuff here.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, I saw that Elton John where it was. That's what it was. There was the other day, there was a guy here who was selling a really high-end watch. It was a Panerai. And it looks legit. I mean, I do sell a lot of watches, but generally the watches I sell are anywhere from 20 to maybe 100. I think I sold like a Mercedes watch, which is $120. The highest I've sold a watch for. Once you start talking about those high-end watches, it's just really hard to know if it's real or not real. And even if, the casing, everything, the band is legit, the casing's legit, the internals might not be legit. And you can't crack open those watches, on site here to examine the internals. So
got the hat. I got a couple of
you gotta be careful
for hair,
and make sure.
And then the leather portfolio book.
You want to make sure you're buying, stuff that's legit. So I saw a couple of the items. I got an eBay hat. There's an eBay hat there, and then we got a leather portfolio. Mind you, with that leather portfolio already sold. That's the theme of the day. All these items already sold by the time this video came out. That's how quickly these items I'm picking up here today are selling fast.
20's good. I could do 20.
And so
no, I'll be good. I have my card over there. Here.
Yeah, I mean, and you can see I'm not really looking stuff up here.
Thank you very much.
I'm going off of what I've sold before. I'm going off of the quality of the item. Like that portfolio, that leather portfolio is a really thick leather, and it's leather. I wasn't really familiar with the brand name. The name was McKinney, but it turns out McKinney goes for about $40 to $50. I was trying on that eBay hat there, which isn't really worth it. It's for me. That hat's for me, so I was getting a great deal on it. These are some hair scissors and scissors for hair cutting, barber scissors. There's some thinning shears there. They sell for pretty good money, and so from what I'm paying for that stuff, those scissors and everything should make my money back. Should make my money back on the scissors. But yeah, you'll get to the point if you guys are beginning, just starting out, maybe you've only been doing this for a little while. You will get to the point where you will learn what has value, what doesn't have value, based on like look, feel, name brands. You'll start to learn it as you look stuff up. When you're at the flea market, you don't always have the opportunity to look stuff up. When you're at the Goodwill, you'll have more opportunities. You can put stuff in your cart and walk around. You're at the Goodwill, you're at the flea market, you can't really put stuff in your cart and start walking around looking stuff up. Not unless you're really familiar with the people, the sellers here, and you have a good, friendship or relationship, I should say. More like a business relationship, I guess. Unless you have a really good relationship with the sellers here, you can't just throw stuff in your cart and start walking around. So you can look it up later. So it just comes with experience. You just gotta, you can look stuff up on the fly, but again, someone might snatch it from you first. But that My Little Pony thing, I've bought and sold that before. It doesn't really go for that much, and these people here, they'll charge, about what collector price is. So if I'm here shopping for myself, yes, I'll definitely pick it up. But
Sleepy Hollow Headless Horseman.
I'm not shopping. I'm trying not to shop for myself today. But I have already. I bought that eBay hat for myself. Gonna look up this action figure they had there. I wasn't really familiar with. This vendor has a lot of cool stuff, and I generally only see them here on Thursdays. They do have really cool stuff. Unfortunately, nothing really I can buy to resell. Again, I can't buy to resell it and make a profit on it. We got Nintendo, but I'm moving away from. I haven't bought a system in a long time. It's just you gotta test it, and I've had some bad luck with systems that just don't work. So you have to pay not working prices for things, and so a lot of people want to charge you as if it's working and everything. So I can't pay that. This would have been a great score if it was brand new. All the pieces are just rolling around in there, so yeah, that would have been a great score though. If it was brand new, I would have probably paid almost whatever they were asking for it. Lots of little toys here. Let me know if you guys spot anything. This is a great booth section setup, whatever you want to call it. A lot of great stuff here. They really do a great job of curating their items. I just wish I'd be able to buy it and be able to resell it. But they do a really good job of going through their items and bringing out, that stuff that really attracts people to your booth. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to walk away empty-handed here. Some bins of Legos over there. Yeah, I'm not getting into another Lego project. That thing better be full of minifigures in order for me to jump into another Lego project. I like Legos. I'm a huge Lego fan. I have a bunch of Legos, but sorting through loose Legos and what they're going to charge for it is not worth my time. Like I said, it really has to be full of minifigures. Minifigures is where the money's at when it comes to Legos. More specifically, Star Trek minifigures. Not Star Trek. Star Wars. Star Wars minifigures. That'd be kind of cool if they, Lego has, I don't think has ever had a license or licensed to make Star Trek, but that would be cool. I would definitely be interested in a Lego Star Trek collab. Man, can you imagine building the Enterprise Lego form? Oh, that would be amazing. I am a bigger Star Trek than Star Wars fan. But when it comes to toys, I'm a bigger Star Wars fan than toys. And that being because I had a lot of Star Wars toys when I was little. Star Trek toys weren't really out when I was young. I think they started coming out in the 90s. And by then, I'd already pretty much already grew out of my toy phase at that point. I still had toys, still liked toys. It was just, I wasn't really into
Dije, mejor si los hubiera comprado los tres. Ya ve que
Playing with them. Yeah, I was already in high school.
Pues ni modo.
How much are
Gracias.
the remotes?
5 each.
I don't
Five
really
each,
have
yeah.
the memory of playing with Star
Pues ni
Trek
modo, ahí será para la
toys.
próxima.
But watching Star Trek, religiously watch Star Trek. The original one, Next Generation, when the new episodes were coming
There you
out.
go.
Deep Space
Thank you.
Nine, Voyager. Not really so much in the new ones. Alright, we're gonna buy some remotes. I want to buy something here. There's so much cool stuff here. Like, there was so much cool stuff at this booth. Like, you know, and I see it almost every Thursday. And I want to buy something.
GameCube microphone.
Or at least I want to, like I've talked about this before, I want to start the relationship, the buying and selling relationship. You know, icebreaker, you can call it. You know, get things started. You know, get familiar with I'm getting familiar with them. They're becoming familiar with me, and hopefully it translates to more buying in the future. This guy over here, I bought a motherboard from him recently. I bought a whole computer system. So. And I believe I'm not 100% certain, but I see him here often. And I believe he partners with somebody else who's not here today. And on Thursdays, they usually occupy this little corner back here. But their big day, they come on Sundays, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not 100% sure. But I think there's a group of 3 of them. And I'm almost certain they're storage locker buyers. And they occupy a big space on Sundays. And it's in the side of the flea market that we call it the garage sale side, because that's the side that has, you know, the stuff from storage lockers, from people's homes, you know, garage sale stuff. And that's the side we like to, on Sundays, that's the side where we spend. It's over there. It's over, like, straight across from where, on the other side of that red truck. And that's the side we spend most of our time on Sundays. However, it's been a while since we've been here on a Sunday, because I'm getting so much stuff, making all these videos. We haven't really had a need to come down on Sundays. All right. Cool stuff here. Interesting stuff. Yeah, but nothing. Interesting hats. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys spot anything. Yes, I'm staring at that Coach purse right there. I just had too many purses. It looks legit, but I was like, I don't think that purse, that style, would really go for that much. This was really interesting, and I think it would have been worth me trying to buy it, but first of all, you know, there was marker there on the label, and then there was some bead missing, so like, then I realized my cart was rolling away from me. It was rolling out. Let me know what you guys think of this booth. Let me know what you guys see. I know there's a lot of cool stuff here. The prices were high. But yeah, I just kind of couldn't make a deal. Like I was trying to, you know, I'm trying to process the numbers in my head, trying to see what kind of paint and stuff. I'm gonna do a little searching really quick. anything. Is there anything I can do? Again, sometimes you can't force stuff, you know. If you start, you know, trying to buy stuff, you know, force profit where there really isn't any profit, just walk away. Trying too hard, just walk away. Technically, I should be walking away. It's a good variety of stuff here too as well. I bet I could probably get a good deal on all those toys on the floor if I just, just took everything and what would you give me for everything you got there? This wall was really nice, and that leather was really soft on the inside, really soft. But you know, now that I look at the video, I'm wondering, is that, you know, is that really missing beads, or is that supposed to be that way? I'm not 100% sure. I'm working my way backwards today at the flea market, so I'm heading over to where I usually buy purses from. I usually, because she sets up more towards the front, and I usually come in through the front. But today I just decided to mix it up, do a little something different. You know, I like sourcing wallets. I'm hoping there's some wallets here. I'm always gonna check out these small wallets, handbags. Look at that Star Wars toiletry bag I picked up earlier in the video. Sold quickly. Sold in, I think it took like 3 days. It sold. You know, I priced it at $12. Sold at $12. So you really gotta, you know, get great items that people are looking for. And how are you gonna? I mean, I released that video 2 days ago where, you know, how to search for items that will sell, how to look them up on the app. You know, I use the app often because it's there, it's in my pocket. I might as well. I mean, it's so easy just to pop in there really quick. Are there any customers for this item right away? Are there, you know, what's my competition look like on this item? What are people pricing things at right now? What have they sold for recently? So I'm going through the app, I'm using it as a tool. It's right there, it's easy, it's quick. All this stuff is there to help you make the appropriate decision when you're out there purchasing items. I've been there before. I've been there back in the day. I mean, everybody's something. You get those old, you know, the older generation of people. I don't know. I hope I'm not becoming one of those, but the older generation of people are like, I remember when, you know, we had no app. We had to go by memory, just go by what we know. Yeah, I've been there. With more losses, than wins. But you hope your wins are really big. This is a Longchamp purse. It's a nice tote style. It's not the typical Longchamp. I want to say Longaberger, but it's not Longchamp that you see out there. You know, you still have those nylon with a little bit of leather on it. And this is a nice Longchamp, and I do have it listed. It hasn't sold yet. It does have some staining on the inside, and I'm checking to make sure that's stitched. It's got some little, like a rosebud, what do you call it? Charms. We're definitely going to scoop that up. I haven't seen that before. That style of Longchamp. But like I was saying before, you know, you're going to get those older people that'll be like, hey, we didn't have no app, we just did it. We were, you know, doing all the research, doing all the, you know, we just. But if you gotta move with or utilize the technology you have today. We have an app, we have a phone. Use it. Trust me, it was harder back in the day. Okay. We're down here. This is the guy I buy a lot of tech stuff from. I bought a recent motherboard from him too as well. Got some great networking gear here as well. You know, if you guys are familiar with, you know, computer networking, that stuff sells crazy and for good money too. I've sold some great networking equipment I picked up here at the flea market. You got to be able to test it though, so make sure you know what you're doing. You know how to test this stuff, because if you can test it and get some of this networking stuff working, man, it's good profit. Sold some Cisco routers. I forgot what the last one I got. It sold for $700, $600, $700. I paid $20 for it. So, one of those old school. It's not old, but it is. I mean, it's older. Banker lamps. I probably should have picked it up. At least asked what the price was. This little coffee. This is a coffee press, like kind of like a travel coffee press. You know, make a little cup of coffee. They're surprisingly really popular. I don't like them because why do I like them? I just don't like them. I use a pour over my coffee. But some people swear by these. I see people on YouTube, travel people, you know, live in their van, live in their car. People, they use these. I'm pretty sure they make a good cup of coffee. I think I tried one of them several years ago. I didn't really care for it. Hot tip on coffee, really quick. I know I give an occasional tip here, not really reselling related. But I guess a lot of resellers, I shouldn't generalize, but I drink coffee, and I always have a cup of coffee before I come out here. But hot coffee tip, make sure you rinse your grounds before you pour your actual cup. It takes away all the bitterness, and you get a lot more great coffee flavor. Easier to do, but if you do a pour over, you just kind of, about a quarter of a cup, maybe a little less than a quarter of a cup. Just hot water, just pour over beans, let it soak through, dump it out, and then pour an actual cup right after that. You get a great cup of coffee that way.
Hello.
If you're just make a pot of coffee, I mean, you're making just a big old pot, so it just gets, that bitterness kind of gets drowned out by the amount of coffee you're making. That's a coffee tip. Let me know if you guys have any coffee tips down below. Lots of deals happening here. Lots of deals happening. The coffee thing, for sure. That coffee would be like probably about $40, I'm thinking. Like I said, they are popular. They are popular. A lot of coffee drinkers out there.
35.
There you go. So not bad. And you know, I don't even think that has ever been used. As you can tell, there were some extra little filters in there. I just want to just take a look. Oh, I spotted some Legos. But again, I'm going through them. Let's see if there's any minifigures in there. What is the like plain old pieces to minifigure ratio in that box? Kind of circling back around just because I skipped a lot of the flea market to get to the people that, you know, I really want to see and buy from. That I shouldn't say want to buy. I know I'm going to buy from them. And then I'm going to start, you know, going through the regular flea market now. That's how I typically run my Thursdays. Typically run my Thursdays by finding the people that I know I'm going to buy from and then I'll circle back around and take a look and see what everybody else has. See if I spot anything, at vendors I typically don't, buy from. Because you never know. You really never know what's going to be out there. Other days, Wednesdays, Fridays, I will typically just circle through everybody to see what everybody has. And that's just because there's less people, there's less sellers out there, so I have more time to do that. Not necessarily more time, it's just more. I know the whole other section of the flea market isn't there, so I can quickly go through everybody pretty quickly. Scan through everything pretty quickly. I should say. Those are the words I'm looking for. See how it has that little gotta charge it type of logo? That's what a lot, and I think that was an Amazon tablet too. Those tablet displays, that's what a lot of them have on it. So it'll look like I just gotta plug it in and charge it and it'll work. Not always the case. So be cautious. And they will sell. They will sell in broken condition. I wouldn't even pay $2. I'd pay like $1 for them. Sometimes they don't want to sell them for $1. Unfortunately, you won't be able to pick it up and make any money on it.
How much are the remotes?
However, this vendor was really, really good with his pricing. I don't know if it's because it was just remotes I was picking up, but at $1, I'm gonna start with picking up some remotes here. Remotes could sell fast. They could take a while to sell. You want to get them cheap. $1, like I said, $1, maybe $2 at the most. Anything more than $2, I wouldn't be in it. And I generally stick to the major name brands. We're talking Sony, we're talking Samsung, some LG. It just depends on LG. But the remotes will replace. People will buy replacement remotes generally for right around $10, which is why I say you want to be in it at $5. Also looking out for kind of like stereo system, or home theater system remotes. Those do really well. I recently picked up some Cisco remotes for Cisco equipment that sold really well too, as well, $15. Which, if you're buying it for $1, is really good. Obviously, you're not getting rich off a few remotes selling them, at $15 or so. But every $15, you're not making $15. You buy for $1, you sell it for $15. You subtract that, you're already talking about $14. After shipping, supplies, and fees, maybe a few more dollars. So if it's up $15, you're probably making about $11, $12, maybe. Maybe I'll have to double check the numbers on that, but it's not bad. It all adds up. Do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sales a day. All those $10 bills are added up. A little digital camera here. Digital cameras do incredibly well. The biggest problem with digital cameras is right there, the battery. Do they have a battery? And secondly, is can you charge that battery? Because if you can't charge it, you can't test it. You have no idea if it works or not. So you want to see how much it's going to go for as parts, because it's still sellable. If it's in good condition, it probably works. As long as no cracks or anything on the screens, cracks, scratches on the screen.
All right. How much, so $1 for each remote, and then the
it
mouse?
Probably still works. It probably
and
just needs to be charged up.
$5?
If I have no way of charging it, I can't sell it as working. So
okay.
I want to make sure that I can get it for like $1 or $2, because I know for parts, a digital camera such as that one will probably sell for about $11.
How much is this camera here?
This guy had a lot of great prices.
I'll pass on that one.
A lot of great prices here. I thought I might get away with getting that GoPro there for a good price, but no. That was an older joke, though. All right, we're gonna whip out the cash and pay the man.
There you go. Excellent. Thank you.
You know, these items definitely don't meet my $15 and $20 profit margin I would like to be at for individual products. But as a whole, look at that full cart. As a whole, it's not bad. It's pretty good. Yeah, I definitely picked up some stuff off camera, guys. We're going to MP3 player. That's pretty cool. We'll cover everything in the recap for sure, because there were some points where I didn't film and I picked up stuff. Sometimes these deals happen really quickly and you gotta move. Either because usually it's because there's a bunch of people there, and if you don't grab it, someone else is gonna grab it. Someone else is gonna grab it and get that deal. But that's it. That's a wrap for the flea market. It'll be a long video. We're gonna recap everything here, so stick around for that. Flea market video, October 12th, Thursday, flea market haul. Okay, everybody, thank you guys for staying for the recap. I didn't get that shirt back there, did I? Hey everybody, thank you guys for sticking around for the recap here. We're going to go ahead and go over a few items, and, well, a few items. There's quite a few items actually here from the flea market. This is was a Thursday trip to the flea market. So Thursdays tend to be a lot busier at this flea market, and tend to buy more just because there's more stuff there. And, you know, I can never really pass up a good deal or pass up profit or anything, so we're buying. Right off the bat, really quick, right here, this caught my eye. It's a leather portfolio. It was just real nicely made. I did a quick lookup on it. The brand is McKinney. And I think, I forgot how much I actually paid for it. I think I paid $1 or a few dollars for it. Nothing too crazy, but I don't like to pay too much. You know, when I'm at the flea market, especially the flea market, you know, I'm usually being cheap. So I don't like to pay up for things if I don't have to. Although you guys did see me pick up that Nintendo Switch, which ultimately is going to, you know, I'm going to keeping. But this portfolio here should be about $30, maybe $40 or so. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on it, but around 30 to 40 bucks for this leather portfolio. So, and what tipped me off to it being even worth it was, first of all, the leather is very heavy leather. It has, you know, it says made in the USA and McKinney on there. Well, McKinney, I didn't know, wasn't familiar with the McKinney part, but the fact that it had a name embossed on there, and it was a name I didn't even recognize as far as, you know, like portfolios or planners or anything like that. So that was a pretty good pickup. Then I grabbed some remotes. I'm not really 100% sure what they're ultimately going to go for, but a couple remotes, a little more unique remotes, so they're not, you know, well, this is an LG Harmony. Is it LG? It just says Harmony Technology, but is it an I mean, because I know LG does the Harmony. Yeah. No, sorry. Not LG. Logitech. Another L. So this is a Logitech Harmony. And these Harmony ones tend to do pretty well. I haven't sold this model before, so I'm going to do a little bit more research. But based on the other Harmony remotes I've sold them for around the $25 to about the $40 range. So I'm assuming this is probably going to be right in that same range as well too. This one I grabbed too because, you know, it's just, look, you know, it's a more complicated remote. And then it says on here, Home Theater Master. And it's by, it says Universal Remote. UniversalRemote.com on the back, made in Korea. So, Well, let's just see. I mean, it had these little tags on it, but that wasn't the price that I paid. I think these were $5 a piece, if I'm remembering correctly. But Universal Remote Home Theater Master MX600. All right, it's about 20. One's for 17. Let's say between $15 to $20 for that remote right there. Okay. I need to grab something to drink. I gotta do something to drink every time I start to do these ones, especially from the flea market. I get a little something in my throat. Be right back. Okay, and we're back to finish the video. So, what else do we get here? I grabbed this. Not really 100% sure what it's going to go for. I'm hoping it's probably going to be around the $20-ish range. But I got all this. A lot of this stuff I got in a big old bundle. So, this is Jim Beam, a Jim Beam branded backpack. It's by Parkland Design and Manufacturing, but it is embroidered. The Jim Beam is embroidered on there, and I'm just a huge fan of these distillery branded items, especially if they're decent quality. I mean, if it's just cheap stuff, I usually leave it behind. But this was a nice backpack. So it's actually a laptop backpack. So it has a nice like sleeve in there. It's got a nice like a fleece type of lining. So really cool backpack, and I'm gonna price this probably about $15 to $20, unless I see anything different in the comps. But just a cool Jim Beam. Us people that are into spirits or whiskey, I mean particularly whiskey because it's what I enjoy a lot often. You know, we like these branded stuff. I love the gift boxes they give out, you know, or not they give out, they buy, and they have the different glasses in there, the collector glasses. So I do look out for those, and I do buy them when I see them for myself. I don't usually give them away. And then Apple, just one of these Apple smaller size keyboards. It doesn't have the number pad on the side, and these are actually, if you guys aren't familiar with these, they're wireless. First of all. There's a power button on that side. This side, though, is where you put in the batteries. Let's take batteries, AA batteries. This should go for right around $15 to $20 for this guy. The track pads, too, are pretty good to look out for. This one's dirty. It's going to need some cleaning, but these usually clean up pretty well. And, again, same concept here. You have this very minimalistic, slim design. It's got the, you know, some keyboards have the little flip out feet so that they rise up a little bit. These just have like a, you know, they just make them that way, so you can't really adjust it. But really cool, just a cool little trackpad, and that should go hopefully for right around $20. That's what I've sold them for in the past, and I'll have to double check what the recent comps are. But definitely, you know, Apple stuff is great to pick up. Modern Apple, older Apple. The one thing I tend to pass up quite often, and you will probably see it, are iPods. You'll see it in my videos. They just don't go for that much, and people ask way too much for them. So I don't dabble in those. Don't know what's going on here. Oh, something like stuck to this. Man, what the heck? I don't even know where that came from. It's in the bag. Well, this Costco bag has like some Velcro stuff on it. I don't know why it's getting attached to everything else. Okay, this was just a little Star Wars bag. It had the original tag, which is why I grabbed it. It says Bio World, and I've sold these Bio World products before. Not too much, probably like $10 on this guy is what I would price it at. It has some stuff inside, so I'm going to have to clean it out. Just some like little batteries or something, like a battery pack thing. So pretty cool though. Just a little, you know, Star Wars bag. Star Wars, you know. Star Wars is popular. Everybody likes Star Wars. I keep picking up this other thing. Then Legos. I always buy Legos. You know, Lego sets. Lego Bionicle. Yeah. Lego. So let me just take a look. This was just hiding inside a bin. So, Lego 5002941. Very easy to find these. Find and look these up. Okay, this isn't good at all. I mean, maybe it's okay because I got it in a bundle, but I don't know, maybe $3 to $5. But it's easy to look up Legos because just type in Lego and then they have the code right there. So I would not be buying that again. And then I grabbed this because, you know, it's a PSP. It's officially licensed. So silicone cover. So it also has like a dongle thing. Is that metal? I don't know if that's metal or not. But obviously PSP, they don't make them anymore. I don't really search for PSP accessories, so I don't, or not PSP. This is a PS Vita, PlayStation Vita. So I don't know if they still make those accessories on Amazon. I'm pretty sure they do. Somebody probably produces these accessories. But this is officially licensed from GameStop. I'm guessing like $10, maybe $12 or so for that guy. So all these $10 to $15 things are going to start adding up pretty quickly. Here's one. Let's look up together really quick. I saw these headphones. Pretty just like nondescript. Don't even know what, you know, don't even know what they are. But upon grabbing them, I noticed that they were of higher quality. And they had, secondly, I didn't notice, you know, the logo at first, but I noticed it had a Type-C connector there. So like Type-C, that's interesting. That's a more modern connector. And then I saw right here, there's the PlayStation logo. So some PlayStation wireless headphones. Pretty sure they're wireless. But I wonder if there's like a model on here or something. Because usually, sometimes it's kind of hidden, like in the band or... let me see here. Yeah, no, I don't see a model on these at all. There's a model number anywhere. These things aren't really even adjustable. I guess that's why this inner part is in here, to kind of conform to your head. So it's kind of like a one-size-fits-all deal. But sometimes they're inside the cups. I've seen that. No. Well, I mean, let's just yeah, I don't see any numbers on here. Okay. So we'll just search up really quickly. PlayStation wireless headphones. I'm going to assume these are... Let me just do... I'm just going straight to used really quick. I mean, there's going to be a lot. If we just do maybe... Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. They're the Pulse 3Ds. Okay. So, oh, these are for the PS5 too, mind you. Oh, okay. Oh, what did it say again? Hold on. Pulse 3D. Pulse 3D PlayStation headphones. Okay. And pre-owned, we're looking probably about I would say probably about between $30 to $40. Well, probably more like 40 to 50, because some of these say like 44 free shipping. Okay, let's say $35 to $45. I'll tell you what though, it's probably going to my son anyway. So I got a great deal on them. So I don't. If I get a great deal and we can use it here, you know, I'm going to do that. So those will probably go to my son. What else? What else do we get? All right, we got this. All right, Fire Stick. This is completely sealed. I sold a whole bunch of Fire tablets. We got them all from the Goodwill. And let me tell you something. They sold incredibly fast. We got them for about, I think it was $12 an iPad. I mean, a Fire. $12 a what do they call it? Amazon Fire tablet. Amazon Fire tablet. Got them for $12 each. I forget exactly what model it was, but they were the 7-inchers, and they were all brand new, sealed just like this. And they sold probably all within about 2 weeks. Maybe it was a little quicker, about a week and a half. I forgot how many. I think I got 12 of them, if I remember correctly. And they all sold between... because I took offers on some of them. So they all sold... I think the lowest sold for about $40 or $41. But generally they were going for right around that $50 range. So not bad. Those I did pretty good on. Okay, but this one here, this is a Amazon Fire Stick 4K Max. So it has all the proper, all the proper wording here. We have the Amazon, of course. We have 4K and we have Max. So, oh yeah, I typed in, but 2X is for Max. And we're going to type in brand new, of course, because this is brand new. The app had a bit of a problem the other day. It wasn't showing that you can lock. Excuse me, that you can lock some of the features in, like used. You can lock it in place, so you will only see used. Somehow that was gone. I don't know why, but it was. But it's working now. And this here is probably about $40 to $50, somewhere between that range. There's a lot of free shipping stuff thrown in there, so I don't charge free shipping. None of my stuff's free shipping. So I'll probably, price it a little bit lower to account for the other people out there that have free shipping. And hopefully just, the reputation of my store will help give it a boost and get it sold. But I didn't pay that much for it, so I'm not super into ensuring I get the maximum profit for each item. I'm trying to buy as low as I possibly can, so that way, in the event if it doesn't sell, obviously I'm not going to worry too much about the loss. But also, too, if I can offer a great deal to somebody and still make a profit, I'll be more than happy to accept lower profit to get it sold. Or, sometimes, as a seller, you'll get those stories. People will send you stories about, how they really want that item, or how they had that item when they were a kid, or, I just recently actually got a buyer message me. They wanted a purse that I had, and it was actually a purse which I featured in my what do you call it, when I was showing my shipping on this channel. Now they sent me a message they sent me a message a while ago saying they really want that purse. They didn't have the money for it, but they would let me know, and they hope that it's still around. And I said, no problem, yeah, just shoot me an offer, because that offer is open on it. Whatever your best offer is, just let me know, and maybe I'll accept it. I accept a lot of offers, so I don't find too many offers that are lowball, but also, too, I don't pay that much. I try not to pay that much for anything, so that way when an offer comes in, even if maybe it's a lowball offer, if I'm still making money, I'm going to accept it. I'm not going to get crazy. Take I'm not going to take okay, if someone shot me an offer for $2 or $3 on this, I'm not going to accept that. I'll probably, the lowest I'd probably go on something like this, because it routinely goes from around between 30 to 40. I'm pretty sure it's completely sealable. I'm hearing something moving around in there. It could just be from being squashed. I'd probably go as low as $25 on that item. So, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, so then I get a message saying they would like to make an offer on the purse. This was already probably about a week later, and they shot me an offer immediately right after that. Right after the message, and they shot me an offer. I accepted the offer. I said, sure, no problem. It was a great offer. And then they sent me another message, thanking me for accepting the offer, and how they were celebrating a year of sobriety and all this other stuff. So they shot me a message about how they were celebrating their year of sobriety, and it was going to be a Christmas gift to themselves. So, in those circumstances, when I don't know if I'm pretty sure the story's true. I have no way to prove that it's not. I have no way to prove that it's true. So I accept it for what it is. That's what they're telling me. So that's the truth. I'm assuming. And they made an offer, which, like the movie quote goes, an offer I couldn't refuse. So I accepted it, and I'm glad that they, ended up getting what they wanted and at the price they wanted, and I was able to offer that to them. Or I was able to even be their seller, I guess. Okay. Enough story time. And there probably won't be anything at the end of this video, because it's going to be a long video. Okay. More branded. Not this isn't really branded, but is it branded? Glasses up. Yeah, it is branded. Branded spirit whiskey stuff here. This is I forget. I can't never pronounce this right. Tullamore Dew, I believe is how you pronounce it. I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced. Tullamore Dew. Look at that. This little book. Irish, Irish True. And then you open it up and it has. Oh, that was actually a page. See, kind of hiding it right there. Flask in there. That's pretty cool. Again, I might keep this stuff. That's pretty cool stuff. Then we got a hard drive. These hard drives are pretty good. They tend to be. You're not saying it. These ones here. They tend to sell these over at Costco, and they're just designed to be rugged. And let me see here. I think this might be for an Apple too. I wonder what this. I mean, this looks like an Apple connector to some sort of Apple connection to me. Not sure how much is on here, but it does have a. It has that funky USB style of. If you guys remember that, that came out several years ago. It was just like a funky USB standard. I don't even know why that even came out. Why the micro USB had to look like that. But I do have a connector for that, and I can test it out. Yeah, I think this is an Apple. I think this drive is geared towards Apple. Don't know how much it is. Or I don't know how much it should go for yet until I figure out how much is on this drive and I get some more details. But it's designed to be rugged. It's designed to be, I mean, I don't know how many people are taking the hard drives out into the wilderness, but I guess if you're a photographer or something, then you know you're out there in the woods. So it has a nice bumper on it. It's by, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not good at pronunciation, but cool little hard drive. Got to throw it in the deal. I'm going to test it out, see exactly what it is, how much memory it has, or how much space it has on there. That'll really determine how much it's worth. Then I tossed this in the deal. I was like, why not? I'm grabbing stuff off Lupe's table. Let's throw it in the deal. It's just like to me, this appears to be some sort of a. You would plug this in. What is this? Running lock. Plugs into your camera probably. Let's just take a look really quick here. It has a number, an item number. Since I'm not going to add anything to the end of this video, we'll just do this together. RS60-E3. Here we go. Oh, camera drone. It's a remote. Wired remote. Oh, it's shutter remote. Okay. All right, it's a shutter remote, and it should be probably about $12 or so for that guy. Yeah, probably right around 12 bucks. It looks like what it's going for. A little bit lower, a little bit less, probably about 25. I just chucked this in there. I chucked it into the cart. It's from Disneyland. It's probably... it's actually from Disneyland Resort Paris. I didn't even really notice that. But it's Stitch. Lilo, or no, I think Lilo's the girl. This is Stitch. Terror from Beyond Space. I chucked it in the cart. It's got to be worth about $10, I think. $10? We're doing these lookups on camera right now. I have no prep. I have so much stuff here right now. I have so much incoming stuff. I got so many videos I got to make now with all this stuff that I have. It's crazy. Just making videos is causing me to accumulate so much. I think I mentioned the other day I haven't had to go on a Sunday to the flea market, which is usually the big days, and usually the days that me and my wife go, and we take 2 carts, and sometimes we have to go unload and then come back because we're getting so much. There's just so much to buy. Disneyland Resort, Paris, Stitch, plush. I'm pretty sure this is Stitch. It'll tell me right now, yes. This is Stitch. And it's not giving me anything. Well, one listed without the shirt for $15. So I got the shirt. $10, I'm going to say. $10, hopefully. Because he has the shirt. And it's from Disneyland Paris. I mean, how many people go to Disneyland Paris? Oh, I found it. Okay. This was the other geode I found. Oh, I don't think I told anybody about the geode. So this is the geode I found at the Lupe's section. I found this other one right there. So pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and these are gifts. So I'm going to give these away. Those aren't for resale. Okay. And then This really isn't for resale. It's just a quartz, which I'm keeping here. I'm going to clean it up a little bit and keep that. It's a fairly large piece of quartz. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's probably not the best quality of quartz, so. Okay. Got everything sprawled out here on my desk now. Oh, then I threw this in there. I've sold actually, I just recently sold it was for $10, and I sold what is it, Maker's Mark or Knob? I think it was a Knob Creek. No, it was a Maker's Mark. It was a Maker's Mark pen, however you want to say it. My wife always says I'm saying it wrong. But this is a Woodford Reserve, so another great brand of whiskey, and just a little pin. So I sold the last one, the other one I had for $10. So why not? Why should this one not be $10? I think it in my head. But if it doesn't sell, I'll probably keep that too. People are texting me right now. Okay, then I trucked this in there because I kept trucking stuff in the cart. But that's a Star Wars from the Clone Wars. These were the droids from the Clone Wars. And I'll just probably throw them with the rest of my other Lego men and build up a little small collection, maybe 10 or so figures, including that one, and sell it as like a little lot on eBay. Okay, then I got a bunch of these. These are, you'll see that. What's the name of that? That shell. It is, God, I can't think of it right off the top of my head. But let me quickly, this will tell me. You know what will tell me? Google image will tell me exactly what it is. It is abalone. Ooh, and I found the listing right here. Hold on. Someone's selling a whole set of these little, with goblets, giant ones too, for $1,700. Dang, there's no way this. All right. Abalone. What would you guys call that? Shot glass? Shot glass? Oh, here it is. Here. What? Hold the phone. Is this sterling silver? That would change the game if it's sterling silver. Okay. I mean, okay, these had a mark on the bottom, and I don't know. I don't know. I have to do some more research on that. I mean, take a look. Let me know what you guys think of that. They're marked. I'm seeing some. I don't think these are sterling silver. Well, they're not magnetic, but that's not 100% the test. I mean, okay. I mean, they might be silver. I mean, if they're silver, they're probably worth quite a bit. I mean, they're probably worth about, based on the comps I'm looking at here. Okay, based on the comps we're looking at, and maybe about, probably anywhere between $20 to $40. So I got a whole set here of 5 of them. So I got 5 of them here. If they're sterling silver, that's a different story. But some of these marks, I mean, they're marked, but then, like, part of it is, oh yeah, it says Mexico on it. All right. More research is needed on these because they're sterling silver. They'd be worth a little bit more. Not crazy valuable, I don't think. I mean, if they're sterling silver, I'd probably price them around $60 to $80 maybe, but I got to do some more research on these little guys before I do anything else. But it is Mexican made. Okay, that table is getting filled. On to the next one. Okay, Sony radio armband with the armband, vintage Walkman. Just takes a battery. Tested, works. Really cool little device. And good thing too, the battery was still, there was a battery in there, but it wasn't corroded, which is kind of amazing because usually I find these corroded. Not crazy, not super valuable as you would, you might think. Sony Walkman might be incredibly valuable. Not really. About $15 on that one. But overall, as we're adding everything up, I I'm not doing any adding counter or anything like that, but it's going to add up to profit is what it's going to do. Another Sony Walkman. This is actually a radio cassette player. This one, not crazy, goes for about $30. And again, I got this with several other things. I probably paid maybe around $4 or so for this guy. But it's in the video. You guys will see the video. Hopefully you guys can hear that in the video. Oh, I also grabbed all these. I figured I can use these for testing or include these in cameras that take them. But a bunch of little memory cards right there. So I just grabbed them all. Should be a great deal. Like if I find a camera that needs one, I can throw it in the deal as well too. Of course, we're going to erase all the information that's on there prior to. Then we got this right here. I didn't know this was Disney at first when I first saw it. There's stuff in here. What's in here? About to find out. We're live. Well, we're not live, but some contacts. Okay. That it? That's all in here? I think there's a knife in here too. Stand by. Okay, that wasn't super exciting. It was just a pin. There were some what do you call it? Contact lenses and just some random like pocket knife. Nothing very good. But I didn't realize this was Disney at first when I first saw it. But as you can see, the Cheshire Cat on there. So Alice in Wonderland. It has the key. I haven't seen Alice in Wonderland in ages, so I don't know if the key. I think the key means something. But there's Disney. There was a hole in the liner. That was the problem. There was a little hole in the liner that everything fell into, so it was kind of floating around behind the liner. So not bad. I mean, now knowing it has a hole in the liner, they have about $30 for that guy. So just a cool little crossbody. It's not in the best of shape. I mean, the canvas is good, but some of this, like, you can see some of that part's coming off. But it should do pretty well. There was one sold comp already. I'll have to do a little more research on that guy. And these ones here, I really have... I mean, I kind of have an idea of what... I mean, I know what they are. But, got some little monitors. Yeah, you'll see what's in there. Little... there you go. So, you heard me talk about Raspberry Pis and everything like that. How you should be buying them. And this is kind of what these are. These are older though. This is older for sure. Let me take is this one older? Yeah, this is a bit older. Has an older connector on there. But just like a little computer system. I'm gonna do some more research on this and just see, because I haven't personally come across these, so I don't know 100% exactly what they're used for. They might have a special purpose. And this is embed info. I grabbed this other one. They're each $5 for the box. And again, something very similar. This was very similar to the other one because this is slimmer. So we'll see. I'm not sure. I saw some sold comps right around the $60 to $70 range, but I'm gonna do a little more research on those before I actually get them listed and up. Okay, what else do we get? Oh, wait, one more cool little. So that is it upside down? No, it's not upside down. That is another whiskey brand. This is Scotch whiskey, Lefroy. It's in Scotland. It's an Islay. And one of my favorites, personal favorites. That camera is getting all weird on me. The color's like flushing out. Okay, but it's just a little box of matches. This is how the Lefroy 10 come. It comes in like this little like cardboard, like with the glass bottle. Comes in a cardboard like this. Sometimes they come inside a little wooden crate, but kind of cool. I'm gonna keep that as well too. My mom tells me not to keep everything, but that didn't really cost me that much. So, and this here, I didn't even really look this up. I totally forgot I got this here. Interactive whiteboard system. Turn any projector surface into an interactive whiteboard. Okay, so, oh, hold on, wait. We have an offer for a Patagonia backpack, which let me just accept that really quick. Not bad. get that out of here. Okay. Interactive whiteboard system. And okay, this will probably be around right around $60 is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, so probably about 50 to 60 bucks, let's just say, because I saw a couple with free shipping. So 50 to 60 dollars right there. It's just this is what it looks like. It has a camera, so to project, and then you would use this this wand to interact with the picture. So cool finds. I think for $3 to $5, $3 to $5. I think I paid for that. Oh, I forgot. I got a bag full of stuff here too. Another bag. Okay, Apple, a wired mouse here. As you can see, USB wired. Sold these before. Between $10 to $15 for this mouse. Whew, a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Got another camera here. I don't know what this one goes for, but I did grab it because it had the battery with it. So I think I need like a separate battery and charger for this. Let me see. And I just recently found some cameras that just take AA batteries that should do pretty well too. Let's just see, Sony. It's 7.2 megapixels, and this is a Sony DSC W120. Okay, this should be. Oh no, okay. I saw $300 right off the bat. I'm like, whoa. Okay, if it works, about $50. But can I do for parts? Okay, if we don't test it, sell it for parts. The pink one seems to. If you find a pink one like this, it appears to go for about $60 for the pink one. This silver one for parts last sold $15.99. But this one has the battery. It's pretty clean. I mean, to me, it looks like it would work. It has like a little viewfinder on there too. So just make sure it doesn't work. Yeah, the battery's completely dead. So we will see. I'm gonna probably check on Amazon to see if there's any chargers, how much it would cost. And if it doesn't cost too much, I might try to test it out myself to get a little bit more money for it. We will see if it's even worth it. Okay, this coffee press, I wasn't 100% sure. I know these were valuable. Wasn't sure if they're currently valuable, but apparently they are. Should be like 40. Yeah, I saw some sold comps for $60-ish. I'm thinking more like 40 bucks though for that. So not a bad pickup. Another, we got a bunch of remotes here too. So, and all these remotes are clean. And these remotes should be like about $10 a piece, a pop. We have a Toshiba remote. And I just look out for mainly the big name brand ones, or if they're like combo remotes, like TV, DVD remotes, sound system remotes. And so we have a Sony one there. I know I'm always one of our TVs has a proprietary remote, and from time to time I do need it, and it always gets lost all the time. There's a Sony one. And I've ordered it before, and a Toshiba one. And I've ordered a remote for a TV several times already because it keeps getting lost. I don't even know where it goes. And these here, I just know that, I don't know, these don't have any brand on them, but I just know that hair scissors do tend to go for quite a bit. This, if I remember correctly, is a thinning shears, and these are just regular shears. So I'm thinking about 10 bucks a piece, so $20 on those is what I'm looking at. Unless I see anything different as I do more research. This one here I just threw in there. It was a great deal, so I was like, what the heck? It's a it's one you would put like on your rolly cart. It has the strap back here to put on the rolly cart to take it, more accessories. Something else is rolling. I forgot about this. Okay. So just a little accessory bag, just Mickey Mouse right on the front. It is stitched all the way around there, and it has the little Mickey. It was an official Disney one. See the Mickey there upside down. So pretty cool, just a little accessory bag that you can attach to one of your other bags, rolling bags. And this is not going to be too much. Probably like $15 or so on that one. Okay. Are we at the end yet? Jeez. Can't imagine doing any more than that. And then I'm probably going to keep this, but it's a little MP3 player. If you guys remember the MP3 players prior to an iPod. But it's a little SanDisk. So if you know SanDisk, you know, from little memory cards for the computer, primarily, you know, I don't think you put them in phones anymore. If you have an Apple phone, you never could. But in cameras and stuff, you need a memory card. And some of the best are by SanDisk, but they also used to make MP3 players, and here's one here. So I grabbed that too. Why not? It's kind of cool. Just a little, this is going to go in my collection. It's, you know, just old, vintage. Is it vintage? Might be vintage. I'll look it up. Just old school. Well, it has like a slimmer micro SD card slot here. So probably not vintage. But this is going to go in my collection. I collect any, you know, old, obscure electronics of yesteryear. My wife doesn't like it when I say that. But I'm saying it anyway. Okay. That's everything. That's everything here. You guys saw. Yeah, I was trying to look up some stuff on the fly here while I'm doing this video. I got a bunch of stuff sitting right down there. Tons of stuff down there that I still got to sort through and go over for the next video. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think of the stuff that I bought. If you guys approve of this, is that cool stuff or not? Or, you know, if it's not cool, let me know. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the new subscribers, and I appreciate a thumbs up. Any questions, comments down below. If you have any concerns, let me know. Okay, everybody. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate new subscribers. Appreciate thumbs up on the video. Comment down below if you have any questions, any comments about anything I bought. If you like the stuff I bought, if you don't like the stuff I bought. This should hopefully all sell pretty well. I'm guessing some of the stuff is, you know, keepers. I like to keep a lot of the oh, I forgot one thing. I forgot. Hold on. So I bought all the whiskey stuff, and this was there too. It's a barrel lid, authentic bourbon barrel head from Kentucky, and it's Buffalo Trace is the company. If I am going to resell it, it'll sell for about $99.99, so $100. But I probably keep it. It's really heavy. I'm going to mount that on my wall. Has the mounting stuff there, so pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like whiskey? Like me? Are you guys obsessed with, you know, spirits or any, you know, anything? It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be whiskey. You guys collect stuff like that. I do. See you guys next video. That was a lot of stuff.